Hi, this is Judy with Love and Light World Healing, which was also Happy Manatee Energy Healing. And I just wanted to make a video today and start to talk about infinite awareness and working with infinite awareness. So this is kind of like a series. It's going to be a series of videos. This would be like part one. So we're just going to talk about the basics of just recognizing when you're in a situation where it would be helpful to start to work with infinite awareness. So I'm always used as the guinea pig, and so I have lots of situations in my life that are constantly testing me to just pushing me, okay, to basically walk my walk or whatever, talk my talk, walk my walk, and do what I'm supposed to be doing. So yesterday I had an example, I had a situation that very much tested where I'm at. So as the situation progressed, I won't go into the description of what happened or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you that I did my normal thing, which as the situation happened, I could feel that I had a lot of anger coming up. I had a lot of fear coming up, and I had a lot of just anxiety. That's actually a good word for it. Anxiety would be kind of the word around it. And so I recognized that. And as soon as I recognized it, I realized I'm the one that can change that. I may not be able to change the situation, but I can change how I feel about it, and I can change how I react to it. So that's what this video, part one, is about. It really is about recognizing that you do not have to stay in the energy frequency that you're in at that time, that you can change it, and recognizing that and then choosing to do the steps to change it. Okay, so the very first part of working with infinite awareness is realizing the state that you're in and that you're capable of changing it. Okay, so that really is the first step. So we're going to talk about, just real quick about that. I'm going to primarily talk about that because as soon as the situation happened, I started to react. I'm human, just like anybody else. And I started to I felt my energy shift. I felt my anger come up. I felt the worry and the fear and the anxiety come up. And that happened for, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe a little longer. That feeling came over me, and you start to feel kind of, I don't know, hopeless or sad or whatever. So I started to feel that. And as soon as I was able to recognize, okay, wait a minute, I can shift this. What do I do? First step was just recognizing that I don't have to stay in that energy state if I choose not to. It does not matter what's happening around me. It matters how I perceive it and how I choose to work with it. And that goes for you too. It matters how you choose to perceive the situation and how you choose to work with the energy. Okay. So at that point, I recognized, okay, I'm in a situation. I don't want to react like this. I know I'm just going to make it worse if I continue on this path. So I stopped myself. I took a couple of breaths. And basically for me, all I did is I just sat there for a second, just went, I am infinite awareness. I'm infinite love. This is what I choose. I choose that frequency. I choose to step into that frequency. And that's what it is. And when I did that, after I did that a couple of minutes, my whole energy system frequency shifted. And then I was able to move forward and deal with the situation from a very different place. Okay. So this first video then is basically about that part one, which is the recognizing that you do not have to, you can shift your energy frequency. You do not have to continue feeling the way you're feeling about something. Okay. So that takes practice. And I'm just going to ask anybody that's watching the video that wants to, as you move through your day, you just have to kind of take note of how you're feeling. And as soon as you start to feel something that maybe is not a frequency that you're wanting to be with, it's not a frequency that you're wanting to be in at the moment, recognize that you can shift it. Okay. And I'm just going to say, start out real quick with just, I am infinite awareness. And just typically I'll just kind of say that to myself maybe 5-6 times and take some breaths and just breathe. And then I'll just kind of see what happens. So I'm going to make more videos where we talk in depth about moving through that. But mainly I wanted to focus this video on just recognizing what you're feeling and recognizing that you alone have the ability to shift how you're feeling. And here's what happens. As soon as you shift your energy and how you're feeling about that situation, the situation will shift, which is exactly what happened with me yesterday, and which is exactly what happens pretty much every time I do this. The situation ends up shifting. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say on this video. First step, just go out, recognize how you're feeling, and recognize that you can change it if you want. So many people I know get stuck in a feeling and stay there because they don't realize that they don't have to stay there. They don't realize that they can change it. And even when I talk to them about changing it, there's a lot of resistance. Oh, I can't change it. I can't shift it. Yes, you can. And that's what I'm trying to get across in this video. Okay, that's all for now. I'll just keep making videos in this series. And I promise you that if you take this to heart and you honestly start working with these frequencies and with the oneness and the infinite awareness and with these energies, you will see a shift in your life. I promise you that. Okay, but that's all for now. Thanks so much. I'm going to sign off, and I'm just going to say love and light and blessings. Everybody have a great rest of your day.